Well, California is preventing local governments from counting election ballots by hand. Listen to this. Last month, Governor Gavin Newsom signed AB 969 into law, which requires machine ballot counting for every election in the state. Now, the only exceptions are for regular elections with fewer than 1,000 eligible voters and special elections with fewer than 5,000 eligible voters. However, Patrick Jones, chairman for the Shasta County Board of Supervisors, is fighting back and vowed to defy AB 969, and he joins me live now. Patrick, good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. You're leading these efforts to cancel voting machines. Why is that?
Well, I've lived here in Shasta County for 50 years. I've been in politics for 20. I served on the Reading City Council and was former mayor of the city of Reading. And then in 2019, I ran for Shasta County Board of Supervisors and ultimately won a seat in 2020. But in that fall, I did notice some irregularities within my race. And once we analyzed my race, there was fraud that had happened here in Shasta County. And we then saw it again in June of 2022 with 6 races here in Shasta County. We saw outside interference in our elections, and that started me on a quest to try to restore trust with the voters here in Shasta County. And when I became chair of Shasta County Board of Supervisors in January, I immediately put up on the agenda to end our particular contract with electronic voting machines and move to hand count. And the moment the majority of the Board of Shasta County Supervisors took that action, the state quickly started to mobilize literally in January and February of this year, and ultimately later this year passed AB 969, essentially eliminating our ability for local control and counting our ballots by hand. We're a small county and we can easily do that. And in fact, in all California counties, you are required to have a recount process in place. Clearly, this is another overreach of the governor and the legislature here in Sacramento. We're reaching out to firms right now. We believe this is an overreach of the state of California, and I think the majority of the board is prepared to move to litigation soon.
And Patrick, you've said that you're committed to implementing a hand count regardless of what the law says. How did things play out in yesterday's special elections?
Well, the Shasta County Board of Supervisors, we made a decision, and that decision was to hand count. And that's what we had planned and prepared to do. Obviously, with the passing of AB 969, the Attorney General has weighed in. This California Secretary of State has weighed in and said you have no legal ability to hand count at all. This is a small county, and it shouldn't matter how we count our ballots. What should matter is the accuracy of counting ballots. So clearly, we are over the target. I think it's incumbent upon us now to move forward to litigation. I would not want to do nothing. I think this is the opportunity and the time with the correct firm in front of us to be able to not only change the state of California, but to change the country and possibly the world for that matter, by getting back to fair elections. Elections have been manipulated at the county level for decades, and it must stop. And this may be the case to do it.
So, Shasta County is working, to get a legal team, as you just mentioned. I'm assuming you want to sue the governor, Governor Newsom, and the state. Where are you at with this?
So we've been putting feelers out as we are right now. I have attorneys and firms that have reached out to me. We're going to continue that process. We want the best firm to represent Shasta County up against the state of California that obviously has expertise in election laws and California election laws. Going up against the state of California is not an easy task. We believe we are correct. We believe this is a massive overreach from the state of California. And in essence, they are challenging us to our own local control. And we do not want to let this go by without a good fight.
California has so many issues. You're familiar with this: homelessness, rising crime, a host of other problems. A lot of people moving out, closing their businesses. Why is Newsom focusing on voting machines, especially local elections?
Well, and originally I thought we're a small county, 180,000 residents, and it shouldn't matter. What we do here really should not be on the radar for the governor or for the California legislature. But clearly we are. Right at the moment, with the passage of AB 969, they have stopped us from counting ballots by hand. And that tells me that we are, in fact, over the target. This is going to be an important case, again, for the entire country, because I think what will happen when you start counting ballots by hand and get a true, accurate vote, you're going to see things that are different than what we're seeing today. Outside manipulation on these proprietary software systems. We only have 3 to choose from. They're not open source. We can't see them. It is ripe for corruption. We have analyzed our races here and have found outside influence into our county, and it just can't be any longer. What is the point for a lot of us running campaigns and working hard if this cheating is going to continue at every county level? I believe as long as you're using one of these 3 proprietary software machines, you're putting yourself in a very bad position. And in fact, I think people are being selected for office, not being voted in.
Well, Patrick Jones, really appreciate you, Chairman for the Shasta County's Board of Supervisors. I know you'll keep us posted. Please do.
I will. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.